In Japan, a different storm was brewing. Chairman Matsumoto of the Hunters Association turned himself in. Though he didn't offer much explanation, many believed it was an attempt at redemption, a way to shoulder the weight of his past betrayals. But even as the news made waves, speculation over his true motives continued to stir. Jin-Woo, meanwhile, stepped out of the gate, far removed from the world's noise. He walked in silence, his mind lingering on the choice he'd made. Killing the King of Giants had been necessary. Letting Legia roam free would have been a disaster waiting to happen. He didn't regret it, but the weight of that decision still lingered. More than ever, he knew he had to grow stronger. The S-rank gate was cleared, and the battlefield was quiet. Around Jin-Woo, the fallen giant's shadows stood ready. The soldiers nearby, having witnessed his power for the first time, could hardly believe what they'd seen. They whispered among themselves, unable to hide their shock. Jinho, catching their glances, stood a little taller, proud to stand next to the man who commanded such fear and respect. Then Hanakawa approached, drawing Jinho's attention. He assumed she had something for Jin-Woo, but to his surprise, the message was for him. A phone call. He answered, and immediately something changed. His face tightened. The color drained. Whatever he heard hit hard. Jinho turned to Jin-Woo, apologizing. He had to return to Korea. Something had come up with his family. Without waiting for questions, he headed for the helicopter that was already waiting. As it lifted into the sky, Jinho sat in silence, his mind racing. His mother's voice on the call had trembled, shaken in a way he hadn't heard before. Something was wrong. He could feel it. Still, he tried to brush it off as nothing while the helicopter carried him home. Jinho arrived at the airport in Korea, still unsure of what to expect. Secretary Kim was already there waiting for him and wasted no time, informing him that a car had been arranged. Puzzled but concerned, Jinho followed silently as they made their way out. On the way, Kim spoke with a careful tone, advising Jinho to brace himself, that things weren't looking good, but promised he would explain everything soon. As they neared the hospital, Secretary Kim finally revealed the truth. President Yumyong Han, Jinho's father, had fallen into eternal sleep. The words didn't make sense at first, and then they hit all at once. Jinho screamed in anguish, calling out for his father, his voice trembling with disbelief as he tried to rush into the room only to be held back by Secretary Kim. He explained softly that Jinho's presence as a hunter, still struggling to control his power, could do more harm than good. The mere aura around him could aggravate his father's fragile state.